Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the TimmyB tournament. It is the week of capture points. I am, of course, Brick Hardcastle, and joining me today is a blast from the past, like Marty McFly, stepping outside of his steam-spewing DeLorean. It is the one, the only Papa Paradox.
Thank you very much for that grandiose entrance.
Well, I mean, it's been a while. I mean, we haven't made any weird analogies for quite some time, so...
Yeah, gotta jump right back into the saddle here, man.
No diggity, no doubt. There we go. Some more rap music references for you. Anyway, today we have doopy-doopy-doo. Let me just look at the teams. We have the Vagabond Otters, the Flamin' Waffer, the Gold Miners versus the Jumping Amazing Super Optimistic Noodle Squad. Oh, wait, hang on. Is this the right... No, this I'm looking at last week's. I'm an idiot. Okay, we have the Vagabond Otters, the Party Poppers, the Raining Tacos versus Flamin' Waffer, Fralicious, and Men in Tights on Raid on the Refinery. There we go.
This is going to be a very interesting game. We're going to be seeing a lot of potential power play moves off the spawn.
What do you think of the balance of teams here?
I mean, blue team seems to be down one person right now, so I think that puts them at a little bit of a disadvantage.
Yes, to say the very least. Also, the Wings of Daedalus clan. Golly, this has caught me out of left field. I see some members here. I think I remember them from being in Holy. I see a small semi-competitive clan emphasized on having a tight-knit community. Let me just mute everyone because they're talking a lot.
Are you referencing the holy, what was it, Silesium?
Holy Celestium, yes.
That's it. Yes, okay. I left before their reformation.
Yes. Oh, golly, we're already getting down into it here. God, barely even giving me a chance to give them introductions. Anyway, right, okie dokie. Here we go. There we have it. We're going to have to hit the ground running on this one, Papa Paradox.
I'm getting a attempt failed connecting. Okay, here we go.
I'm seeing connecting. There you go.
Perfect. I was a little bit worried there.
Well, worry not, for we are about to have a raid on the refinery. So where have you been the last several months, Papa Paradox?
University.
Oh, yeah, that, man.
Strolling our beautiful white campus with snow on the ground.
Why has it always got to be about race with you, Papa Paradox?
I don't know. I live in Canada, and I was talking about the snow, my friend.
Oh, okay. I understand. All right, here we go with the loadout. Would you do the honors, Papa Paradox, on the first 3 ships?
On the red team, we have the Firewind using a carronade up front. This is, in fact, a goldfish. Banshee on the left side, Flamethrower on the right, already engaging. We have the Party Poppers using a Lumberjack goldfish with a couple mine launchers on either side. And last but not least, we have the Wings of Fury with a Gap Mortar up front, a Flamer Mine on the left.
All right, on the Pirasquididdle Italy, we have a squid with a front flamer and a side rocket carousel and a rear mine launcher. On the Fist Mouthwash, piloted, of course, by Scrimscraw, we have a rocket carousel middle, rocket carousel flare far left, Gatling right, and he's dead. I'll do the rest of that later. On the Kids with Guns, piloted by Rigato, we have a Artemis front, we have a mine left side, and a carousel, and a same on the other side.
That is a very interesting setup for a junker. definitely a support boat, depending on how they use those mines.
Well, I saw them use it to great effect last week, so don't count it out just yet. In any event, blue team have almost got the cap on this first point here.
I mean, the Kids with Guns is an excellent ship once you have the point, because then you can set up a bunch of defensive mines and kind of help the other team walk into them by zoning them with the pure squid diddly diddly do that just exploded and evaporated.
Pure squid diddly diddly, as Ned Flanders would say, if he plays Guns of Icarus, and he probably does. Anyway, now the Kids with Guns, yes, going very low here, just stopping, just blocking this point, presumably while the other two go to A.
I mean, you definitely want height advantage when you're using mines to kind of toss them onto other people, but, you know, right now they're just controlling their balloon completely and putting them right into that water. Definitely not where it wants to be right now.
No doubt about it. And now the fist mouthwash is almost on the point. Let me just finish the loadouts I didn't get to do. He's got a bottom deck Gat mortar to supplement his Gat, flare, and rocket carousel on the top. That's a very bizarre loadout, I've got to say.
The Firewind coming in, just getting absolutely obliterated by those two Gatling guns.
Well, Firewind did manage to duck into cover, but the Squiddiddly is coming in with a flamer.
And they're doing a very good job of teaming up on this Firewind, whose teammates have yet to come in. Party Poppers is still quite a distance away, so they have pretty big opportunity to get a quick kill off before this point switches, as it just has. And
the Fire Squid taking huge damage here. Fist Mouthwash, however, has been blended down and has sunk to the bottom. However, he was still getting cap on that point until the Firewind went to block.
Kids with Guns just remaining long enough to get into this chasm and, you know, get more.
Oh, he's getting rammed by the Wings of Fury and he goes down.
Party Poppers trying to help their teammate out by taking up some balloons. But a lot of those lumberjack shots aren't hitting their mark.
Oh, Fist Mouthwash and Squiddiddly need to kill Firewind very quickly before the Wings of Fury and the Party Poppers gets back in here if they want to get this point.
You could see Fist Mouthwash trying to avoid that ram, but he just kind of ended up...
well, he'd already stripped most of the armor with a Gatling anyway. Firewind's got no armor left. Oh, but he gets it up just in time for the impact with the Mobula.
And he took a little bit of hull from the Fist with him, and I think that's about as much as he could hope for in that situation.
Oh, the Fist shooting up into the sky. Probably putting intoxicants in his balloon there. And the Squiddiddly just blindsiding the Wings of Fury with his flame.
I've noticed that hydrogen does a lot more than it used to when I left.
I think that's mainly on the Mobulas, Papa.
Okay, well, I've seen a lot of vertical movement.
Oh, talking of Mobulas, the Mobula just went down to a blaze of fire from the Wings of Fury.
That Firewind still just being a trooper with that shred of hull left.
And now we're kind of seeing a repeat of the first instance here. We've got one blue ship just holding up the red team for those last, half of those points, while the rest of the blue team moves on to the next point.
But now it's a switch with the ships, so Kids with Guns is going to be able to set up that defensible position we were talking about.
Yes, and
point moves to B at this moment, right?
If Squiddiddly can just kind of hold these ships up a bit and then just speed over to the next point, dropping a few mines in his wake, this could go very well for the blue team. However, Squiddiddly, he's crashing into the ground here. Firewind's coming in for carronades and rams. Armor's down on the Squiddiddly, and boom.
Firewind still just managing to make a mockery of the blue team's efforts by just staying alive. He's summoning the power of the BGs. We got Party Poppers.
Yes,
riddling these clouds with mines to just trying to make their entrance in here as difficult as possible.
Yes, it will not look like John Travolta walking down the street in the 70s, looking very much the man as he did at that point. In any event here, we have the blue. Why are the blue team not grouping up on B?
I think they wanted the surprise advantage. They wanted the Kids with Guns to be the target here. because he is a support ship. So they
I think you may be right. Look at this great focus fire on the Firewind, taking him down instantly once the goldfish charged. You may be exactly right there, Papa.
a very interesting sort of ambush technique there. But the Wings of Fury is coming around the backside of this one peak.
Party Popper's armor's down.
The split is not what the red team wanted. They inadvertently gave them 2 1v1s instead of 1.
Oh, and look at the fist mouthwash ducking underneath the Wings of Fury. Oh, and now going above. Oh, he's like Muhammad Ali in his prime. He is, look, just going up, down, left, right, ducking and diving.
Dancing like a flower.
Bouncing like a flower. Dancing like a flower, right. In any event, Wings of Fury is having a one-on-one battle, getting the better of the fist mouthwash. The arm is down, the fist mouthwash, while the Party Poppers comes in to assist. Oh, and the Mobula goes down. However, all this time, the blue team have managed to keep them off the point. They have managed to cap it. They are going to get this 130-odd points.
An interesting thing there was the Mobula had drogue shoot on that entire time. I would have liked to see him just take it off and let his ship fall, make it a bit harder for them to keep up with the verticality of the movement.
Oh, and there goes the Pyramidion now. Once again, the Wings of Fury going down. Well, I've actually heard Scrimscrawl say, and I quote, "Never sacrifice your gun arcs for anything." So that may be why the Mobula, tried to keep his gun arcs on. Scrimscrawl's policy, shall we say.
And the kids with guns, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's sustained little to no damage.
Oh, look at that mine hit! Taking out the goldfish. Another one for good measure.
Excellent play there. But the kids with guns, despite being focused at the beginning there, has sustained little to no hull damage.
Well, the Junker, of course, highly durable, especially if you can block ships off with those mines, the Munker style, as they say. And now it looks like blue team is moving as a unit onto sea. If they're lucky, they might be able to catch Firewind on his own, but Firewind is hiding behind.
If you pull up the map here, you can definitely see that the red team has a little bit of travel time before the blue ships hit their
They have a lot of ground to cover. This could turn into a potential meat grind nightmare for the red team if they don't play this right.
But it looks like Wings of Fury is just very slowly trundling in. I don't think they're worried at all about going in to help the Firewind.
Just got to say at this point, pilot of the Wings of Fury, Able Sailor Felkin, is only level 3. Piloting at a very high level for a level 3 pilot, I must say. And now Firewind is carronading down the kids with guns, but the Squid Diddly Italy and the Fist Mouthwash may have something to say about that.
You can see they're trying to mine off any exits, I think, by tossing that mine behind him. Let's see if they continue trying to build the wall of mines. But Firewind is all alone here, getting absolutely shredded by the blue team. With the desperation ram and everything to boot.
Oh, yes. But Firewind has stayed alive. Yeah. Firewind is not down. I mean, he's managed to survive this 3-on-1 situation long enough for the Wings of Fury to come back in. And now the Wings of Fury is blindsiding the kids with guns, coming in on the kids with guns. Will he overshoot the mark?
All of the Wings of Fury's guns are shooting the Firewind, though.
Oh, yes.
To avoid blue arcs for just a fraction of a second.
Nice use of all the guns on the Wings of Fury, using the side flamer on the Squid Diddly Italy while it's firing on the kids with guns.
Doing a very good job. Nothing sustaining too much fire damage. The weapons on the Squid Italy are still perfectly fine.
Firewind, though, just barely alive here, and I don't think for much longer. A few more Gatling shots will finish him off.
I almost think he's caught on something. He doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Hang on a minute. Does this seem a bit weird to you?
Yeah, the Firewind?
Just in general, the game almost seems like the ships aren't moving.
So confused.
This is the ships are not moving. This is
very slowly.
They're starting to move very slowly now. Could this be the dreaded slow-mo? I think it could be.
I did see someone say slow-mo in chat, and I didn't know what they were talking about until you pointed out this frickin' Twilight Zone moment.
Oh, now the Firewind has gone down, and in the Twilight Zone, all sorts of strange things can happen, like ships freezing in mid-air, William Shatner seeing blokes on the the wing of an aeroplane. Oh my goodness, this is
It's like all the guns are firing at normal speed, but all the ships are moving. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. The time vortex has subsided now.
Yes, it's time caught up with itself, and the Junker goes down now. And the Squid Diddly Italy is continuing to flame the Wings of Fury. The Fist Mouthwatch is helping out. Fist Mouthwatch getting dangerously close to a mine here. Oh, but Squid Diddly Italy takes a big mine hit. Oh, I really hope this slow-mo effect.
Anymore.
I know.
Anymore.
I don't know either. It should speed up in a minute, says Balana. Oh, here we go. Fist Mouthwatch has the drop. He's got the high altitude. Oh, on the Wings of Fury, and the Wings of Fury goes down.
Party poppers. Oh, slamming it into reverse, but then just hitting a big old rusty refinery looking thing.
Oh dear. Oh,
not
dear.
exactly the best spawn choice, I don't think. He wanted to help his teammate out.
Party popper's in big trouble now, getting focus fired.
Eating Gat and Flame for breakfast, just slowly chipping away, waiting for that Banshee to go raining in. There it is, howling.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Party Poppers is eating it here, but he's managing to stay alive against all odds.
Firewind coming in. This is a very neat, grindy behavior. And,
It
but that
could
point
be
still is not capped.
if the Party Poppers goes down, and it does. It seems like the Firewind has come in at just the wrong time, but the Firewind, it might be a meat grindy sort of thing, but if they can keep on blocking that point, then it's not a meat grind. It's just, it's a tactical meat grind.
Yeah, and that is very much a viable strategy in capture point games, just holding the point with all desperation.
Yep, just hopefully. Oh, the Squid goes down. The Squid Diddly Idly. Diddly.
Replay of that. What did he do? I think he went for a squid ram, but then it just completely backfired there.
Yes, you got to be really careful with ramming with your squid. You kill yourself. Good idea to ram with your balloon, usually. I'm not sure what happened there, though.
And the Firewind just kind of sitting there, probably contemplating their own mortality.
He's above the capture cone. I think Fist Mouthwatch should just stay underneath and cap, to be honest, but he wants to get the kill.
I wouldn't want a lumberjack looking over me.
Yeah, all right, maybe not. Fair enough.
Yeah.
There we go. Actually, the Fist Mouthwatch did get a bit more cap there while the Firewind was going up high. Now the Firewind going low to try and block.
Over on the other side of the map, the kids with guns is just trying to outrun the Wings of Fury, and he's getting a good old-fashioned, red team sandwich right here.
Yes, indeed he is. The Fist Mouthwatch just trying to kill the Firewind, but the Firewind will stubbornly not die. One more mortar will do it, but they're just not forthcoming. I'm a little bit confused, and
I'm wondering why the red team isn't absolutely just jumping on kids with guns at this point. They're just kind of holding back. It's a 2v1 as far as they know. They're just kind of letting them waltz into the refinery to the next point.
And I can't see the crew members on each individual ship anymore. This is very Twilight Zone. You go here, Papa Paradox.
I mean, it's dark and cloudy out in a creepy industrial refinery. I mean, it is the perfect scene.
Yep, it's a perfect scene for things to go a bit pear-shaped. Like a pear-shaped Pete Tong. And now, Party Popper's Wings of Fury coming in on the kids with guns.
But now, at this given point in time, red team's given the pure Squiddiddly a little bit of time to catch up here. They should have been jumping on kids with guns a lot sooner.
Kids of Guns is not in a good position. Party Pops can just fire its lumberjack right onto it, and then Wings of Fury could go for a ram. However, Wings of Fury pilots himself into a smokestack. I don't know if it's because of this slow-mo. Oh, big mine hit on the Wings of Fury from the Kids with Guns.
The squid ram is real as Pierre comes charging in, trying to get those Party Popper arcs off their teammate as they absolutely just torch the deck.
Ah, yes, that bounce from the Wings of Fury cost the red team dearly. It's allowed the blue team to recover here.
Wings of Fury returning fire to the Kids with Guns, and I don't think the Kids with Guns have too much of a response to Gap Mortar by themselves.
Well, I mean, it's got a good response to Gap Mortar in that Firewind coming in on the Kids with Guns. Nice sort of flame and heavy carronade by Effector on the Kids with Guns. This is exactly what they needed to take down the Kids with Guns.
And nothing but hull there as you see the red carronade hits going in. And Wings of Fury just helping tear them apart.
There you go.
Big hits.
Yes, making Papa's voice go all deep and gravelly. Oh, as the Pyrrha Squid Diddly Iddly hits a mine.
Fist Mouthwash winning that brief engagement out on the outskirts there. Now we're going to see a good old-fashioned 2v2. Pyrrha Squid Diddly just using that one piece of industrial rebar to separate himself from the red team.
Pyrrha Squid Diddly Iddly. Oh, that is so clever. Yeah, as you say, using the rebar to take cover, but he's still blocking the point.
Okay, he is contesting the point. I was like, that is...
Yeah, I mean, it's not being capped. It's not being capped.
That is excellent play from the Pyrrha Squid Diddly.
Allowing the Fist Mouthwash to come back in. Oh, blindsiding the Wings of Fury. That double Gatling will strip the armor of the Wings of Fury very fast. He's coming in. Wings of Fury is focusing the squid. You should be getting out of there. Bobby's going to kill you. Oh, and he goes down.
Pyrrha just getting those shots under the rebar. Blue team being super crafty about every single one of their engagements.
Oh, look at the Fist Mouthwash just jumping over those lumberjack shots. He's going to try and backpedal. It looks like he's trying to try and backpedal behind the Firewind. Just great use of vertical movement there by Scrimscraw, showing he can use vertical movement of the Mobula just as well as his teammate Graphics Dirty can.
Uh-oh. Pyrrha getting caught on that rebar, that finally going against him as Party Poppers reins in some lumberjack, but he's still just with a shred of health staying alive.
I know! My God, Pyrrha Squid Diddly Iddly does not want to die.
At this point, it might almost be tactical. Just taking the death, getting the respawn, and going to the next point. Ooh, Fist Mouthwash taking big hits. Can't get the turn. He's caught on the rebar. Firewind just torching him, and there he goes.
Oh, no question about it.
Yeah, it almost looks like they're just sacrificial lambing this. They want to die. They want an opportunity to move to the next point.
Yes, and now, yeah, red team's going to get this point, I think, but it's only going to get a pale shadow of the amount of points that they could have gotten, unfortunately.
They're going to get a few points on the board here.
Blue team still very much in the driver's seat.
Blue team perfectly reformed, full hull health, not chasing them down to the next point. Red team knows that blue team isn't going to try and contest this point anymore. It's all about the fight for the next point. Blue team looks like they're going to be there first. Again, with all those mines, they have to be super careful about their entry on the way in here.
Well, you see, the thing about mines is it's not just placing a minefield. It's the real genius with mines is placing mines where they're just about to go. And I think that's what we've seen a lot from Kids with Guns. So actually used those mines like a Gatling substitute.
And
just stripping the armor.
There's even that psychological factor of they're always worried about mines and they're going to be constantly checking where they're going. As Firewind charges in here.
Oh, Firewind giving a big ram on the Pyrrha Squid Diddly Iddly. taking his balloon down, but the fire wind's got a bit too ahead of himself, taking heavy damage, heavy focus fire from the fist mouthwash, which takes him down.
Party Poppers is trying to get some lumber fire in there, but man, that was completely in vain, that initial charge by Firewind.
Oh, look at it, that mine hit on the Wings of Fury.
And they say you don't get gun arcs on us, and they just push them in the other direction with those mines.
Oh, and another one. Juggling the Wings of Fury, and another one.
Oh, they're just giving them zero quarter here.
Oh, the pair of squid did ramming! Oh my god! Squid ramming the Pyramidion into the oil derrick!
And
into
another mine.
Oh my god! Oh, I think we got to see a replay on that.
If they don't have PTSD, they will after that show. Holy and again, just charging in here. Zero backup from the Wings of Fury this time. Again, just hoping for the best. Big hit on Fist Mouthwash, though. This is the lumber range and add just that little bit extra after the Firewind.
I don't think they'll have PTSD after that. I think they'll have KIA after that. And now I'm hilarious as always. And now the Fist Mouthwash is firing on the Firewind. The Firewind is just making a habit of being overly aggressive here, I feel.
When you back yourself into a corner like this, between the oil derricks and another ship, there's that mine. I can't tell what killed him there. I'm looking at the instant replay. Looks like it was just Banshee hits.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess with the blender fish, you've got to commit to the engage. But if you're committing when you're... Oh, and the Wings of Fury taking another big mine. When you're committing when your ally's not there, I mean, it's no good.
The blue team is up to 310 points. Continuing, the red team barely has the point.
The blue team just have, I feel, shown just superior strategy and teamwork thus far.
Indeed, that is very true. Very true. Wings of Fury is just eating lead. It's post-apocalyptic, so I assume they're still using lead.
Oh, and the party pop is just getting flamed out. I think that the red team needs to... Yeah, there we go. They're giving it up. The Firewind is going for point A, going to make a good start on fortifying that while the blue team fight with Party Poppers. But it looks like the blue team are aware of this. They're going to abandon Party Poppers to his fate. They're heading on to A. They're probably going to get there in the nick of time. Good teamwork on the part of the blue team.
Then they're just going to bail. Two of their ships under half health. We're going to see how they do in this next engagement. I mean, it's a pretty big disadvantage, so the red team definitely has opportunity here to get a couple quick kills. Oh, did he hit a mine?
I think the Fist Mouthwash hit a bit of a kind of a superstructure here. Oh, and now the Wings of Fury blindsiding the Kids with Guns. Kids with Guns has got to do some jumping and jiving here. Kids with Guns going up high.
And the Wings of Fury trying to...
Using that kerosene. Oh, I think Kids with Guns tried to back over the top of the Wings of Fury, but the Wings of Fury caught him with a ram up the bum.
Just a little bit of a love tap there. Got him in his arcs, which was nice for the Wings of Fury. The Wings of Fury currently eating Gat, but he might just get behind this oil derrick in time to break arcs with the fist. Awesome.
Oh, yes. Good job by the Wings of Fury, getting some distance while keeping his arcs on the Kids with Guns. This is what he needs to do. Oh, but he takes a mine.
Ooh, gotta be super careful. There he goes. Backing up. Excellent play there. Not charging in for the ram, which
gotta be careful. Right. Oh, Kids with Guns taking perma now. If you let Kids with Guns get above you, then they'll start laying mines above you, around you, to the side of you.
Party Poppers taking out Fist Mouthwash's balloon as he descends comfortably behind cover, which I think now he will think about finally repairing that balloon.
It's just the Kids with Guns hitting with those mines so consistently, it's almost not worth remarking on anymore. It's just incredible consistency here. Oh, pair of squid, diddly, ramming the Firewind hard, but not having too much to show for it, unfortunately.
Party Poppers trying with that lumberjack. I'm almost thinking with these two balloon-centric goldfish that they're not quite getting as much done as they would if they brought a more killy ship in place of one of the goldfish.
Firewind rear-ending the Mobular Fist Mouthwash, but it's going to be all for naught, I feel, as the Pirasquid Diddly Idly comes in along with the Kids with Guns. I'm not sure if this point is actually going to get capped.
Blue team just hanging on at this point. Almost half health on one ship if you combine all their health together.
Oh, Fist Mouthwash just barely staying alive. Oh my god, that was close.
The lumberjack gunner's feeling the pressure at this point as he's just he's struggling to get any hits with those lumberjack shots. His fist disintegrates.
Pirasquid Diddly Idly actually kind of killing himself here, trying to ram the Firewind. There we go. The Firewind's taking... Oh, Pirasquid Diddly Idly, watch out!
Oh, the Banshee just raining in, taking him out as he bounces off the ground. Excellent play from the Kids with Guns.
Oh, man. Pirasquid Diddly Idly is playing with fire here, quite literally. Oh, it's a very tricky tightrope to tread upon doing that squid ramming. In any event, the blue team picked a good time to get killed because they're going to respawn near B, which will give them increase the advantage they already have. Kids with Guns are going to have to hold up the Firewind and the Party Poppers here, I feel, if the blue team's going to have the advantage. However, he's got a very limited ability to do that with the Junker. The Goldfish, of course, the Party Popper's got much higher speed. Kids with Guns laying the mines, but the mines are not exactly a pursuit weapon. They're more of a blocking weapon.
But that Banshee's still tearing into the back. I mean, Party Poppers is stuck between a rock and a hard place.
He took out a couple engines.
It's either get the kill and let them have full hull and be on the next point.
Excellent Banshee firing from the Kids with Guns, just taking out all those engines of the Party Poppers, with the Party Poppers in full motion. And I think that might have just allowed blue team to get the victory here as the Winds of Fury looks like it's about to go down in double team by the Fist Mouthwash and the Pirasquid Diddly Idly. And the Permahull's taken, and the Wings of Fury stays alive, and now the Party Popper's coming back in.
There's that Banshee raining in. One short reload. The Party Poppers lumberjack shots all going just above the Pira as they were ascending there and throwing their gunner just slightly off.
I don't think red team should try and win this fight. Red team's just got to survive here. Party Popper's taking a lot of damage. Fire Ring coming in.
Yeah, and he's backing up, just trying to get away.
Oh, good.
Setting mine. Oh.
Good play by the Firewind, ramming off the Pirasquid Diddly Idly and ramming up the Fist Mouthwash.
Awesome.
Oh, and the double team by the two Goldfish could take down the Fist Mouthwash here. Fist Mouthwash, hull armor down. Oh, Fist Mouthwash could crash into the scenery. But he's staying barely alive.
He's going to be eating that fire. It's going to be very difficult. But he gets him anyway.
Yep. There we go. Blue team almost had it. Oh, in fact, blue team do have it. They capped the point because the red team just strayed too far off it.
You got two obsessed with kills. And there's a mine. Man, the Firewind's just having a rough go of it here. Kids with Guns again, just playing Matador.
Yes.
Sinks just below them.
Playing Matador with mines. You're a sick man. Oh, God. And the Firewind taking damage as the Fist Mouthwash comes in from the respawn, takes it down. It's looking like the blue team's...
Party Poppers doesn't have a lot to... has nowhere to go, and they're literally stuck in between two oil derricks that get shredded. They could try retreating, but that wouldn't have even helped, so... that was a rough go of it there. Wings of Fury just... The red team is essentially the kid in the fight who's just windmilling his arms, trying to hit anything.
That's not a particularly flattering comparison, but oh well. Papa Paradox being
and the
back.
Other kid has mines.
Papa Paradox being back like half an hour already, making friends. Oh, and it looks like the blue team wisely remembering if they get point C, they'll win the whole thing, and they're going for it right now.
Kids with Guns just is looking for anyone to off them at this point. They just want that full health, just harassing, trying. It's like, punch me, punch me.
Yeah, Kids with Guns, yes, masochistically trying to take the brunt of the fire here. However, the Wings of Fury thought, no, and he just charged right past. And look at the Pirasquid Diddly Idly kind of moonwalking back towards the point. Not sure why he didn't just go under it.
Like Red Team is very disjointed with their entry. They never enter completely in threes.
Well, I'm not entirely sure about the balance of this match, but I'll talk about that later. And the Wings of Fury and Fist Balfosh going high above the Wings of Fury, dodging yet another barrage as he continues to fire down the Firewind. Firewind ramming the Pirasquid Diddly Idly. And Firewind takes a mine hit there.
Just getting rained on as a lot of that going on the balloon though, so Firewind avoiding quite a bit of damage there. This Gun's using that Banshee.
Banshee.
Wings of Fury struggling to get arcs on the Fist mouthwash. It's just a mortar landing platform at that height.
Fist mouthwash taking a lot of punishment, but so's the Firewind. Which one's going to go down first?
The Squid Diddly Diddly throwing off the Wings of Fury's arcs, keeping the Fist mouthwash alive. Kids with Guns and Fist mouthwash just continually raining on Firewind.
Wings of Fury coming in behind the Fist mouthwash. He's a little bit high, but he still manages to get the kill. Now the blue team have been denied here.
And they're at such low health. If the red team can just summon up strength here, turn around and kill these quick couple kills, they should be in good shape for this point cap.
Oh, yes, it could be the comeback of the century for the red team. Because after this, we start to move away from the blue team spawn into the red team spawn, and there's another ship going down for the blue team.
The red team build is definitely strongest when all three ships are together.
Agreed. Now they've been sticking together. Pirasquid Diddly Idly just trying to dupe and jive here, trying to duck behind this structure, which it can do. It is a nippy little squid. Oh, nice piloting here by the Pirasquid Diddly.
Is he blocking the point currently?
I think he is. Oh, no, not anymore. He was, but he's not anymore. He needs to get just a little bit closer, just an iota closer.
But again, the blue team just strangling out the red team's point count here.
He's done it. He's blocked it.
Out, and then he blocked it again. At max there, they were going to get like 48 seconds here.
And now it's allowed the blue team some time to make some headway towards D.
Excellent play. Just completely choking out the red team.
It could just be an out-and-out 2v2 here. It looks like the blues and the reds may reach D at round about the same point in time, but the Pirasquid Diddly Idly will have the advantage in speed. Pirasquid Diddly Idly just party it right now.
He's hitting rocks right now. He's not really doing anything.
Oh,
he's kind of bouncing on a rock.
Oh no! Oh no! Party Poppers has gotten stuck on a rock. He's trying to hydro. Oh no! He thought he could go over that rock, but he didn't, and that may be the game-losing mistake, unfortunately, as the Fist Mouthwash and the Kids of Guns start to converge on the final point, D. However, saying that, he will respawn nearby, won't he?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might have been on purpose.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
He spawned very close to D.
Maybe it was, yeah.
And he does have a lumberjack, so he can already start raining in fire on the Fist Mouthwash.
Could be an ingenious
presence. Wings of Fury needs to stay alive here.
Ingenious tactical feed or not, the Wings of Fury is in a danger zone here.
And the highway is not paved, and he's bouncing out of potholes. He's getting
yes, and he spun off the road into a road sign. Into a road sign, let's say, just ironically said, please drive safely or something, because that's what happens in movies. You always crash into an ironic sign. Anyway, now the Kids with the Guns and the Fist Mouthwash are getting under the last point. The point's being capped, and he almost got it, and I think that's the GG.
Would be GG right there. Party Popper's going to be running in here. I think he bounced off the rebar on his way in, getting the ram. Windmilling so hard right now.
GG's already going out from Liwosi. Experienced pilot knows when the game's over.
Liwosi.
Firewind going high. Party Popper's going low.
Yeah.
Fist Mouthwash about to die. Using Drogue Shoot to save himself, however.
If you're on the winning team, never say GG early. It's so BM. So BM.
No GG, no skill. Anyway, Firewind coming in from a reverse ram on the Fist Mouthwash, getting sandwiched here between the Party Poppers and the Firewind, and he goes down.
And the Banshee just raining in once again. Oh, big mine hit on the top of the Party Poppers, and he goes down as the blue team wins it.
Good job, blue team. I think the combination between Frawlicious and the Men in Tights, Merrymen and Glowwood Frawls, exceptionally used to working together. Regato and Scrimscraw, and Melon McCrabanaffy, no joke either. I just feel that just on the whole, in terms of just experience and teamwork, the blue team just had the advantage.
Indeed, just could be entirely based on the amount of time played together.
I think a lot of it is, and again, I don't know a lot about Felkin, but he is only level 3, so I don't know how many of these games he's played at this kind of level as a pilot. I guess we'll find that out later. In any event, that's the end of our first match of the night. We have 2 more. And yes, we will be taking a commercial break very shortly. Please join us again after the break is over. We'll be back with more TimmyB tournament action.